The National Development Bank and Polenergia SA have signed a loan agreement from the funds of the National Reconstruction Plan for the construction of offshore wind farms in Poland. The amount of financing will be as much as 750 million zloty. It is worth mentioning that Polenergia is owned by Dominika Kulczyk, daughter of the late billionaire Jan Kulczyk. This is another tranche of huge funds for companies associated with the Kulczyk family. Too bad there is no money for those who are the most in need. 750 million zloty from the National Reconstruction Plan will be transferred to Polenergia SA, which is to build the Baltic 2 and Baltic 3 offshore wind farms with the funds. Polenergia SA invests mainly in renewable energy and gas power. Its main shareholder is Dominika Kulczyk, daughter of the late billionaire Jan Kulczyk. The smiling government is handing out gifts for Christmas, raises for everyone, hundreds of millions from the National Reconstruction Plan for Dominika Kulczyk's company. Another gift after the concession, a financial montage for money that should go to the treasury sector. These funds should be used for the strategic energy transformation of Orlen and PGE, resulting in lower energy prices. What prices will be proposed by Kulczyk's company? We can try to guess from the prices of driving on the A2 highway. Who drives? Knows. There too, there was both a concession and a multi-year contract, and an overpriced amount as a result. Is anyone still surprised that money from the National Reconstruction Plan magically have been released after the change of government? Here is where the important question comes in. Does this mean that these wind farms implemented in the plan by this very company of Mrs. Kulczyk would eliminate the project or investments that PK and Orlen started? And they were, as far as I know, very advanced. This is yet another tranche of money going to companies affiliated with the Kulczyk family. In October of this year, Sebastian Kulczyk's Chemetika Group, which belongs to Sebastian Kulczyk, received 100 million zloty in government support. Whether they come from the National Reconstruction Plan, or whether they are budget funds, or from the National Development Bank, the only questions are whether it is a loan, to what extent it will be repaid, whether it will be written off in part, and how it will look in detail. The situation is different when it comes to the flood victims, for whom the assistance does not look so impressive. Not everyone has been paid those 8 or 10,000 zloty, although it must be admitted that under the pressure of media activities, including Republika Television, this has accelerated. In November, Dominika Kulczyk's foundation received 2 million from the Ministry of Education to implement a program to supply schools with menstrual hygiene products. Opposition politicians are outraged that money that could have gone to state-owned companies is being given to private companies. I, for one, believe that if it was money that was available to the Law and Justice government, these funds would have gone to expanding the energy shield to include entrepreneurs. It's worth noting that not all big businessmen can count on such a favor from the government towards their businesses. Donald Tusk is giving bonuses to those businessmen who are loyal to him, who have already proven themselves during the Law and Justice government when they have criticized and attacked the government of Mateusz Morawiecki at the time, while at the same time supporting the opposition at the time, whose leader was Donald Tusk. Supporting only those interests that are backed by people loyal to Donald Tusk is a clear example of building a private base that perhaps when Donald Tusk needs help will rise to the occasion.